Hi, my name is Simon Elliott, and it's my privilege to be Chair of Connected Voice. To start with, I hope you and your families and friends and colleagues and the people that you care for are well and stay well. This report's review of the last 18 months, but none of us can think about the last 18 months without thinking about the last 5 or 6 weeks. I'll come on and talk a little bit later about COVID-19. Before any of that happened, we knew from our Canaries in the Coal Mine report that 80% of the organisations had seen a demand for their services growing yet again, that poverty, exacerbated by welfare reform, continues to be a blight in our society, hitting the people who are supposed to be helped the most, that funding the sector is harder and harder to come by. We know that mental well-being is a topic that's lost its taboo status, thankfully, but it's revealed to be something approaching a regional and national crisis as a result. Local authorities are doing their best in the face of deep and sustained budget cuts, and still in the North East, we've got the lowest job creation rate and the highest unemployment in Great Britain. And on top of that, we've got COVID-19. And yet there is cause for optimism. Volunteering is growing and innovations happening, with many voluntary organisations developing new and better services. Necessity is quite literally the mother of invention. Turning to the environment, 2019 saw increasing focus on the present and continuing damage that we see to our planet, to our country, to our neighbourhoods, and that damage is something which all too often is being called out for us by young people. The declaration of climate emergency is a necessary first step, and the actions that follow are the essential next step to make the world a better place. Seeing so many people demanding that change and being the change themselves gives optimism we have the possibility for a better future. In the face of COVID-19, the voluntary sector has come together in Newcastle and Gateshead to once again extend help to the helpless and practical support to those who need it. And that, even in the midst of the bleakness of this, is also a hopeful thought. Looking at our own organisation of Connected Voice, well, in the last year we changed our name. We went from being Newcastle Council for Voluntary Service to Connected Voice. That means we connect the sector both within itself and externally, and we amplify the voice of the sector to decision makers, increasing the influence of individual members as a result. We also said a fond farewell to our Chief Executive, Sally Young, who departed in October of 2019, and a great big hello to Lisa Goodwin, who inherited the role of Chief Executive, and we're very excited about Lisa's leadership for our organisation already. Lisa's track record is very strong, previously leading VODA and most recently as Deputy Chief Executive at Vaughan. I'm really, really pleased that Lisa is going to be the leader for us in the next phase of our journey. Journey describes a long endeavour, and our journey reached 90 years in 2019. 90 years of helping, supporting and enabling people to do their very best to help those who need it most. 90 years of seeking to reduce inequality, always remembering that humanity and compassion are defining aspects of who we are. I'm grateful to everyone who came before us for everything they did to ensure that we had this organisation at this point in time. And I know that we all commit to the same responsibility so that this organisation persists for the many people who will come after us. And now we're living through a public health crisis that no one's seen in the last 90 years. It's absolutely extraordinary. At this moment, I want to give my heartfelt thanks on behalf of the Board of Trustees to everyone who's worked for Connected Voice over the last 18 months, both current and past employees. They have all done vital work in difficult circumstances. I would like to thank my fellow trustees who have given their time and skills so selflessly. And at this moment, I particularly want to remember and thank Ruth Abrahams, a fantastic trustee who's sadly no longer with us. Last but by no means least, a massive, massive thank you to you. You are the individuals and the organisations that make up the voluntary sector in Newcastle and Gateshead. So often you put yourselves second in order to put other people first. And when there is so much we could be downhearted about, that is truly inspiring. Because of that, the future has the possibility to be better. Please take care, please stay well, and please do all the things that you're doing to continue to support the people in society who need that support. Thank you.